Hello everyone, AnthWolf here once again with even more Final Fantasy XIV, playing as Yuri Yascaret here, our level 80 Dark Knight. And we're still in the Raktika Greatwood, in the region of the Blind Forest of Ixmaya, I believe it's called. And we're trying to locate the Lightwarden of the Greatwood's region. Quite a few things happened in the last stream. It was a fairly long one. There's still a lot of side missions we've yet to do that I've kind of left to the wayside, and even more were just unlocked as we unlocked some more of the main story progression in a village known as Yanao, where the V's are acting as protectors of the ancient Ronkor ruins, or the Empire. And Y'shtola once again took a chance, casting a rather complex and, I guess, forbidden teleportation magic known as Flow, returning herself to the live stream. And it was actually an Ascian who saved her life, who brought her back. We're now going to continue the main storyline. There's a bunch of side missions available to us. I may do some in my own time, but we are trying to gain access to the Qitana Ravel, where we believe Lightwarden has hidden itself as the main tunnel access was blocked, it collapsed. We have our main scenario mission here, the Burden of Knowledge. The entrance to the Qitana Ravel lies open, and Almet would see you on your way. Okay, through the Qitana Ravel and to Ratika Falls to deal with the Lightwarden. To the east we go. Now, our gear is decent. It's not the best. We have actually better item leveled gear in our inventory. But as I've said before, the difference in stats is marginal. I mean, we'd probably get 10 or 20 extra vitality So in the long term, I might get the level 76 gear that becomes available. I might start unlocking those chests. We'll keep the blue spirit gear for maybe another class that we're leveling up. Maybe my white mage. Maybe. No matter. So we've been warned that this temple, I believe it's a temple, has all manner of tests and trials for us to overcome as well. You can feel the aether flowing through the door, a gentle push, maybe all that's required. Qitana Ravel is now accessible. Now we could do this as a trust dungeon, or we can run with a party. Let's have a look. The Empire Ronka was a place of magic and enlightenment, of peace and prosperity. Sadly, it was not meant to last. Though naught but ruins remain, they remain heavily guarded nonetheless. The Qitana Ravel is perhaps the most sacred of these sites, home to the ancient wisdom of the past. With the advent of the Flood, however, you have reason to believe something more sinister now resides there as well. We will be synced down to level 76. We'll see how long the, less than 5 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. If we have to wait more than 5 minutes, then we'll run with our companions. While we wait, Y'shtola is considered a DPS now, a sorceress, black mage. Well, she was a I wondered if she had dual roles since she was a conjurer. Sit back and relax. Wait for a moment. Depending on what occurs from here, this could be a shorter stream than the previous one. This is the previous stream or the previous video. It felt like a good place to take a short break since we were getting close to the 2-hour mark. But we'll just have to see. Once we defeat this third Lightwarden, there's only, what, 2 remaining? The one in Yulmore in Eorzea, and the one in Areng, where Alphino and Eorzea are currently scouting for us, trying to discover where the Lightwardens in those regions may happen to be. Just waiting for the audible notification that the dungeon finder has procced. Just waiting for a healer. As I say, with the daily duty roulettes tomorrow, I will be capped out on these new tombstones. So we will start getting some item level 440 gear once the tombstone vendors become available, wherever they are. And I believe there's a new tombstone coming out. Ooh, that sounds promising. Probably time for me to be cleaning my glasses. But no, there's a new tombstone coming out, I believe, in another week's time. It'll probably be a tombstone that you can only get so many of per week. There might be a cap on them, similar to what there was in Stormbringers. But that'll have some new gear as well. Let's see what this place has in store for us. Interesting. A samurai, a machinist, and an astrologian. These enemies can hit rather hard. But take it slow and steady for our first time. This, the Blackest Knight is actually a really good skill. For migrating damage, and gives us a free skill which boosts our damage. Ooh, wow. It was a little bit more complex than I was expecting. Caught me off guard for a moment there. Try to stun that Abyss attack there. Didn't seem to work out. Up to the first boss. Ooh, that name seems familiar. Oh, wow. Oh, you got the turrets as well. Like those statues. Sneaky. Okay, we understand this. It's not too bad. Item level 4-6 gear. Not bad. We find some fending gear. Well, that's concerning. Never heard the cry there, then that wall may not have collapsed, so we may not have been able to progress. This healer's really eager. Not sure how I feel about that. If this healer can't keep us alive, I'm going to be frustrated. Okay. That should make it through. Oh, the second boss already. I guess this is what was... Oh, hello. Bat squats. Looks like a light and dark symbolism. Looks like the light defeated the dark. What does this do exactly? Okay, some stalactites have fallen. Let's see. ow, ow. God damn it. Screwed up. And a vulnerability stack there. Okay, there goes the vulnerability stack. Good. Ooh. Healing chest wrap. Not bad actually. I mean, that we can really use right now, but some light clothing, light fabrics for a healer. Oh, Sinitas. Oh, Christ. Oh shit. Nothing offending so far. Oh. Oh. Hi. I guess this is Ratika Falls then. We have Eros. Okay. So he has a powerful AoE attack. Poison? Okay. Has he got now like a knock? Oh. Okay, it's not too bad. What else may Eros have? Okay. Crap. Here's his AoE attack. Here's his AoE again. Nice job. The dungeon wasn't so bad. Still no fending gear, but oh well. So falls the third Lightwarden. What will your Stola have to say upon witnessing us absorbing a third Lightwarden's etheric energy?
The Lightwarden is dead. The Blessed's prayers have been answered.
Aye, that they have. Her condition yet troubleth thee?
It does. Though she shows no immediate signs of corruption, the danger remains. She must be told. Would you describe it to me, Eorzea? Paint for me a picture with your words.
A sea of shimmering stars. Diamonds strewn across a raven gown. Boundless and beautiful. 'Tis an exquisite sight, not unlike that of the source. Calm and gentle and forgiving.
I can see it.
For however deep the void, or wide the expanse, there is no shore so distant as to be beyond the reach of light. Ominous though that may sound, given our present travails.
Well fought. Let us return home.
We were looking at these earlier.
The murals. If I am not mistaken, they predate the Empire.
How can you tell?
A peculiarity of the paint. Most are made from mineral-based pigments, but whatever was used here is older than anything I have ever seen. According to Almet, this sanctuary was built to preserve the wisdom of the ancients. What events do these murals commemorate, I wonder?
Must you always linger after defeating your enemies? Navigating these halls on foot is exhausting.
Come to lead us to safety, have you?
I was bored. But how is the hero of the hour? Fighting fit, I see. Keep up the good work.
You're plotting something.
Every hour of every day. But never you mind about that. As I have told you 1,000 times before, I like to watch. Nothing more.
He wants us to absorb all the Lightwarden's energies. Something's gonna come.
Well, I would quit this place and I suggest you do the same. There is yet work to be done. There is a sight to bring a tear to the eye.
You recognize these scenes?
That I do. Indeed, there was a time when anyone and everyone would. Until one calamitous day when the world was divided across 10 and 3 reflections, sundering the land and all who dwelled upon it. And the worst part? No one could remember it. Not really. Just fragments and fleeting memories of an achingly familiar world.
Zoidok and Heidelin?
A vision shared of a paradise lost, preserved only in song and scripture and paint. Once upon a time. Yet here we find ourselves again, to look, learn, and remember.
Then share with us the stories you know so well. We are listening.
Before the Great Sundering, there was one world. A world that knew naught but peace and prosperity. Until it was faced with a crisis. Unprecedented, terrifying. Civilization found itself perched upon a precipice, staring into oblivion. But through prayer and sacrifice, the will of the star was made manifest. Zodiac was his name, and by his grace was the calamity averted.
Zodiac.
A savior mighty and magnificent, deserving of reverence and gratitude. One would have thought, yet some thought otherwise. From the fears of these naysayers would rise Heidelin, she who was to serve as his shackles, to bind him and hold him in check. And so they fought, and they fought, and they fought, and in the end, Hydaelyn was victorious. With all her strength, she smote him, dealing a blow so devastating that it split the very fabric of reality. And thus was Zodiark banished and his being divided. That concludes today's lesson on long-forgotten history. Though I imagine your mother would offer a rather contradictory account, as is her wont.
I'm sorry, I can only assume I misheard. But it sounded an awful lot like you were implying both Zodiark and Hydaelyn are not gods. But...
What? Not gods of the first? Is that what you thought these paintings depicted? Or... Oh.
The first
They are
primals.
gods after a fashion, yes. But no different from the kind with which you are so intimately acquainted. Formed of faith and prayer, of conviction and devotion. The eldest and most powerful of primals.
You have spun quite a tale. Yet you have not explained the role of the Ascians in all of this. How is it you are privy to ancient secrets lost to time?
Finally you ask the right question. And shrewd questions warrant honest answers. We Ascians know because it is our history, our story. It was we who summoned Zodiark, we natives of that sundered paradise. Now, do you see why we yearn for the great rejoining? For our world, for our people, for all creation to be made whole again. Wouldn't you wish for the same?
Perhaps so, but then you have to justify the cost of it as well. But an interesting tale nonetheless. We'd have to understand that, of course, the Ascians and Hydaelyn. Where does Hydaelyn come in? Why were there naysayers? Yeah. There's always three sides to a story. Your side, their side, and the truth. And we've unlocked flight here in the Raktika Greatwood. Ishtola wears a haunted expression Emmett sets words having clearly found their mark. Okay, back to the villagers. Yeah, we can do the side missions a lot easier now for the other classes I have. Flight will get us around the region a hell of a lot faster. Okay, now onwards to Sliverbow.
Ah, you are returned, and none the worse for wear, I see.
You needn't worry about us. What became of the Umoran soldiers, more importantly?
They turned tail and fled at the sight of the night sky. The children of the everlasting dark have also retreated back to Woven Oath. Try as they might, they could not deny the truth of their own eyes. The sunless sea of heaven, full of love and grace, where none need know pain or suffering. In that moment, when the sky's light began to wane, I knew our prayers had been answered. That we were doomed to face oblivion at life's end no longer. When first we met, I harbored certain suspicions about you. Now I see that I was right. You are the bringers of shadow, the warriors of darkness, the saviors for whom we have prayed for so long.
I suppose you're not entirely wrong. But we are not worthy of your reverence, nor have we any desire to be worshipped. If you would pray, pray for your children, that they may one day know a better world.
I will do as you say. But please, let us at least hold a feast to celebrate your victory. You deserve that much.
I'm sorry, Runar, but there is still much to be done and scant time in which to do it. We must go. All of us. For we share the same path and the same fate.
So be it. I ask only that you hold us in your hearts, as we will hold you in ours. Now, and ever after. By the boundless dark, this I swear.
I guess onwards back to the Crystarium now. Out of the wood. You cannot help but feel something is bothering your Stola. I wonder if we're finally going to speak of the situation. Yeah, she chose the name Master Matoya quite appropriately. At least she came out and told us her suspicions that drawing upon the Lightwarden's ether at the end of defeating them could have an adverse effect, and that she wants us to inform her if we feel anything. Yeah, back to the crystarium we go. Of course, we have yet to know how the conversation went between the Crystal Exarch and Lord Varfrey. Well, we as a player know, but as Yuri here, we've yet to have that conversation. It's desolate, you say? Okay. Once again, maybe we should seek our rest at the inn. And we may even get a conversation with Ardbert once again. But then it may be a good place to take a break before planning our next destination, which Lightwarden we will be seeking. Alphino may have some information about you more, and no sign of Alice just yet from Armorang. But no matter.
So there's a light sealed inside you, is there? You wouldn't know it from the outside. You look the same as you ever did to me. I'm damned if I know. It's not as if I can lift a finger to help myself, much less you. Have faith in your friends, look out for them, and hope that they look out for you. What more can you do? Think he was telling the truth? Emmett, I mean. All that rot about Hydaelyn being no different from any other primal. If so, what would that make her blessing? Are we just slaves to her will?
I don't believe so.
Let's pay him no mind. Lies the Ascians stock in trade.
In fairness, the reverse would also be true, and the Ascians would be slaves to Zodiac's will.
Villains, heroes, all a matter of perspective, they'd have you believe. One man's fond memory, another's waking nightmare. Me, I'm no saint or savior. Just another sinner. And I know damn well I'm in no position to judge. When I saw the people of Slitherbough look up at the sky and celebrate the return of the dark, it felt good. It was moments like that that I cherished. Much more than the thrill of adventure. The quiet after the storm. I always took comfort in that.
The knowledge that you've actually done good to people. Meanwhile, back in Garlemald. Garlemald itself.
What did the scouts have to report?
Several skirmishes, but nothing of consequence. The fighting seems to have taken its toll on both sides.
A stalemate, then. The Alliance has done well to hold the line for so long. But then they did have Ishgardian reinforcements.
Nevertheless, neither side has any appetite for a prolonged engagement. 'Tis but the calm before the storm. And should the Empire choose to bring their full might to bear...
To say nothing of Black Rose. All the more reason to hasten our search. How close are your people to identifying our next target?
Close enough, though I have received some troubling intelligence. One of our generals posted to the Alamegan front recently disappeared without trace from the battlefield at Gimlet Dark.
Odd. Dead seems unlikely. Fled less so. I wonder where he'll turn up.
Were I a betting man, I would say here, in the capital. Not that any deserter who valued his life would contemplate returning, but a corpse might, given the right encouragement.
In the manner of his royal remains, you mean?
Elidibus plainly has no need of a new host. So the question becomes who? It may be that another player has joined the game. Something to consider at any rate. But come, there is work to be done.
That's an interesting blade, is it not?
These bloodless games make for poor sport. Mayhap if father... Nay. I am a stranger to him in this body. Besides, there is but one hand that can make me whole again. My enemy. My friend.
Hello, Xenos.
I know not what entertainment occupies you, but if you will not clear the way for me, then I shall seize the reins of fate once more.
I wonder if he'll involve himself with Shadowhunter, with Gaius. After all, Elidibus is occupying, well, pretending to be Xenos. Oh. Yulmor's attacking. Oh, are we dreaming? No, I think it's the former. Oh. God, listen to that music. Oh dear. That's not a fun look. Cinny does. Okay. This is a perfect place to take a break. Thank you all for joining me with some more Final Fantasy XIV. When we come back, well, it seems like the war has actually come to the Crystarium's gates. Looking forward to it. But that is for next time. This is now. As I say, thank you for joining me. I hope I'll see you for even more next time. And in the meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your day. Until then, no. Bye-bye now.